Hi, I'm Michelle from Michelle's Romantic Tangle, and I have a small estate sale haul to share with you today. Saturday, I had some errands to run, and if I'm driving into town for anything and it's the weekend, I always check the estate sale listings to see if there's anywhere that we should stop along the way. This weekend, there were 3 different sales, all very close to my usual route. They all said some variation of "this woman loved to sew," or lots of sewing stuff, or fabric. So if there are 3 estate sales on my route, I'm going. If they say that they have sewing stuff, I'm really going. So the first sale wasn't great. I did find this wooden round frame, which it's nice. I'm not working on anything round, but it was $1. So at $1, I was going to buy it and then stitch something round later. When I got it home, I got to thinking, if it was half an inch bigger in diameter, it would be perfect for my hedgehogs. I think that it will fit in both hedgehogs and just sacrifice some of the greenery around the edges, so this piece might go in this frame. It's for my daughter, and I'm going to pick her brain and see what she would like to do. At that same sale, there was no sign saying everything was half off, so when I paid for my frame and found out it was 50 cents, it was back to a back bedroom where I had seen this hat box full of embroidery hoops for $10. It almost tempted me. For $5, I went back and got it. I don't use embroidery hoops. I have a lot of things I would like to do that would use embroidery hoops, and I've seen people saying that the older hoops are better quality than the newer hoops. So I got 23 embroidery hoops of varying sizes for $5, and I'm glad I got them. I maybe should stop buying hoops until I start using hoops, because now I've got a bunch of them that I've bought dirt cheap. But I'm happy I have them. On to the next sale, and I found, this is 100 black work charts and another 100 black work charts. Haven't done black work yet, really, but I want to, and these are just all kinds of different fillers and designs. They were 50 cents each. They came home with me. I picked up country cross stitch. There are some cute houses in here. I kind of hemmed and hawed over whether I really needed it, but there's some cute houses, and the book was 50 cents. This sale was, the woman had sewed clothing. She had apparently sewed a lot of clothing, and while I was waiting, a couple of different women came in, and there was a big full-size 4-drawer file cabinet full of old clothing patterns. I've never seen anybody squeal so happily over old clothing patterns. I hope that they were her style and her size and that she got a bunch of them. I don't know the name of this fabric. It is the really high count even weave. I think this is even fewer than 7 stitches an inch, and there is just a massive piece of it here I got for $1. Someone up at one of our Acorns and Threads meetups was talking about doing, I think it was the Prairie Schooler Santas on large count fabric and making pillows. And when I saw this, I had that idea stuck in my head, and I think I'm going to stitch something on it and maybe cut it into squares and make a quilt. I've got this vaguely half-formulated idea that I'm going to do something. I don't know what, but I needed it. There's been talk about cut work and hardanger lately, and I found this bell pull kit and this little sachet kit. They're unopened. They have, this one's still factory sealed. This one has the crackle, the fabric and the threads and everything, and they were $1.25 each. I don't know that I have a burning urge to try cut work, but I also got one that's stump work. I figure for $1 each, everything is here. If there is some point where I have time on my hands and decide that I want to try something new, I thought that it would be nice to have these in my stash. And something's not here. Give me just a second. Found it. They had some cookbooks. I picked up The Other Half of the Egg, or 180 Ways to Use Up Yolks and Whites. I don't do a lot of recipes that involve separating eggs, but we do have chickens and they're starting to lay again, and I thought for 50 cents it would be interesting to see what I haven't thought of doing with my yolks and whites. And I also got the Ward's Magic Seal Pressure Saucepan Best Quality Recipe Book. I've been having so much fun with my pressure cooker that's not an Instapot that I thought I wanted to see in 1946 what we were excited about cooking in pressure cookers. So I love old cookbooks. They make me happy. On the way home, we stopped at a couple of the thrift stores we usually go to. Hopefully I have enough usable footage I can put together a thrift shop video for you. If I do, that'll probably be the next video. My middle son keeps arguing with the idea that people don't want silver anymore. And he wants all the shiny silver, except he wants to keep its patina. This one, he says it looks like it has a tentacle wrapped around it, and it kind of does. It was $1.50. This is the first piece in what I'm sure will be a growing collection, and sometimes I don't understand why they want the things that they want, but if that's the most expensive thing my 14-year-old asked me for this week, I'm not going to argue. I don't know who it was first who found the little baby head. Then my youngest son came up to me and asked me if I'd seen that there's a note in the baby head. There's a note in the baby head. It is a mimeographed letter from the woman who painted this. It is one of 476 baby Fretzy heads made for the Jill Johnston's International Doll Association to be given as a souvenir for the 1974 Reno Convention. This is mimeographed. I haven't seen anything mimeographed since I can't tell you when. This lady painted 85 of the Fretzy heads and left a note with her phone number and address asking whoever got each baby Fretzy head to contact her and let her know who they were. I did search for her online, and knowing that this was from 1974 and assuming she wasn't super young when she made the heads, I don't know. I don't know why it bugged me so much that this lady who wanted someone to contact her and let them know that they had the head, and I'm sure she just meant the members of the group she was a part of, but it looks like she is 86 years old and still living in Ohio. I found her husband's what is definitely her husband's obituary, because it had her name and the name of the doll club in the obituary. So it looks like she's 86 and still alive, but we won't be sending her a letter because doing that through one of those public record sites just seems amazingly way too creepy. I wish she'd had a Facebook presence or a site with her dolls. I can find eBay listings for her other porcelain dolls. And that is my little haul of things that I saw at estate sales this last weekend that came home with me. I'm going to insert a couple of pictures here at the end of things that caught my attention but did not come home with me. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me again soon. I didn't fully appreciate all the neat details on these little plates until I got home and downloaded the pictures. Someone at some point in my childhood had a set of these, and it is going to drive me absolutely batty trying to remember who had them and where I saw them. If you know the source of the original pattern, let me know. This was a Hiawatha genuine needle painting, I believe that the little text down there says. It's a kit that was sold, from what I can tell, in the 1940s, and you embellished it with embroidery. I wish someone hadn't glued it to a piece of cardboard. That's a shame.